Don't you know that?
Oh, let it be. And so we continue the Tony Ryan Showcase. The Tony Ryan Showcase comes away Mondays to Wednesdays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Main sponsor, Healthy Living Health Food Store, located at 3956 White Plains Road, the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets, where you can purchase all your vitamins, minerals, your supplements in general. Also, where you can purchase your vegan standard breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Mondays to Saturdays. And while there, you can choose from a wide assortment of vegetable patties, your ackee, collier, kale, lentil, soy, and so on, yeah? Also, you can purchase your vegan standard pastry. Yes, right there at Healthy Living Health Food Store. And don't forget that you can also purchase your alkaline water. All of that right there at Healthy Living Health Food Store. 3956 White Plains Road, the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets. Also at Healthy Living, you can get rid of the blood pressure problem with the blood pressure resolve. Get rid of the diabetes with the diabetes be gone. Get rid of the excess cholesterol with the cholesterol cleanse. Fellas, get rid of the frequent urination, the weak urination, the after dribble, the erectile dysfunction, the premature ejaculation, all of that with the Rusa Fixer. Available only at Healthy Living Health Food Store. And you must know about our very effective weight loss program. Also, the fact that any other health concern that you may have, you may bring it to our attention, because we do consultation Mondays to Fridays from noon until 7 p.m. on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We also do mail order. Again, our location, 3956 White Plains Road, the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets. Our telephone number is 718-798-0773. Again, 718-798-0773. Health Living is where health lives. And taking a moment to say pleasant good afternoon and giving thanks to my brethren, Mr. The Cool One, Mr. Clifton Edwards. In the chat room, you can join us on Facebook also in the chat room, or you can also log on to YouTube and listen to this program live. All you have to do is go on to Tony Ryan live stream, YouTube, Tony Ryan live stream, and you will be able to hear this program. Okay? And other sponsors of the Tony Ryan Showcase, we have the accounting firm of Marcus Hilton. We have Immigration Attorney at Law, Mr. Winston Tucker, Mrs. Tracy Ann Bagaloo, representing Financial Education Services, Chef 2, The Restaurant, my dentist, Dr. Roy Street. Okay, I'll tell you more about those sponsors in a moment. But as always, every Tony Ryan Showcase, we must pause and give credence to the Master. Let us come together yet one more time. So we're going to do it like this. Again, this is the Tony Ryan Showcase. Good afternoon. Have a packed program for you this afternoon, so keep it locked right where you have it, okay? Indeed. Yes, indeed. Indeed. again, this is the Tony Ryan Showcase, and let me take another quick moment to shout out a brethren of mine, Dean Thompson. Brethren, how you doing? How is your brother? I hope everything is everything. And again, you can join us in the chat room at Facebook, okay? And in a much better mood than I was in yesterday. You see, meditation, pause this. Meditation is something, I tell you something, if I could if I had a wish, that would come through and I would leave something with this world before I leave, it would be the power of meditation. Swear. It would be the power of meditation. And a lot of times I say meditation and folks think, oh, that's a religious thing. No, that's nothing to do with religion. No, it has to do with the mind. You fix things like that and extremely important. Said to a nephew of mine this past weekend we were together, and I said to him, if the world could practice meditation and perfect it, right away you'd slash the crime rate by at least 80%, maybe even better. Right off the bat, 80% of the crime rate, that's history. Ailments, you'd kill that also by another 80-85%. Yeah. Because one, in terms of the crime, you would think a little better, a little clearer before you commit the crime. I heard, just before I came on here, I heard about a very gruesome act that took place once more in Jamaica regarding a lady and her two children where they were hacked to death. Some kind of reprisal foolishness, If the person who did that understood anything about meditation, they would even think about it. No, it would not ever entered their thought. They would be able to control their emotions much better than that, and these three people would still be alive today. And in terms of ailments now, remember, stress, that horrible, dreadful thing they refer to as stress, is one of the biggest contributors to ill health. Yeah, one of the biggest contributors to ill health. With meditation, you could have those two things sorted out. I really wish. Listen, time is now 5:35, 25 minutes for the half 6. For the past couple of days, I was on Monday, I was listening to Ray Ray. And let me say, pleasant good afternoon to Ray Ray. How you doing? Thanks for handing off on Unity Radio. And before I go further, let me do a couple of acknowledgements. One, acknowledging Foundation Unity Network in Florida, with a friend and brother, Brother Clinton Lindsay, and his gorgeous wife, Mrs. Georgia Lindsay. In Georgia, we have Rula Brown, another friend and brother. How you doing? And also in Georgia, we have Arizine Radio, another friend and brother, Scorchat P. And, of course, in Brooklyn, we have 25th Century Radio, with, again, another friend and brother, Mr. Cool, Mr. Clifton Edwards. And also coming to you on Unity Radio 96.1 FM and the Miller Radio 92.5 FM. Okay? And another, hey Omar, how you doing? How you doing, Omar? In the chat room, you can join us, as I mentioned. Also, let me give a big shout out to the management and staff of Champion Bakery in the Bronx, White Plains Road and 225th Street, who were so kind. They were so kind. Management, was so kind in helping out a situation That was really important in terms of Team Jamaica Bickle, and the athletes coming up for pen release, which is weekend, they have to be fed and so on. And Champion played a really good role. Again, thank you so much. Yes, indeed, to the management. Miss G, thank you, man. Thank you so much. All right. I mentioned on Monday that this lady called Riri and was talking about her health. He asked her about her health. Did you take your medication? And so on. And she told him yes, she took her medication, and she also took her check her blood pressure, and she was giving some numbers. And then he said, well, you're talking numbers. I don't know if they're good or bad because I really do not know anything about numbers. But if my memory serves me right, she mentioned that her blood pressure read was 153 over 90 something. Could have been 95, 96, I'm not sure. But I remember clearly that she said her heart rate, which is her pulse, 110. And that her A1C, her sugar measurement, was 130 something. All right. Now, he was not sure. So, for those who were listening to Unity Radio and heard those numbers and not sure exactly if they're good or they're bad or what have you, let me explain. 153 is not a good number. It's not a good number. There are arguments regarding what it should be and what it shouldn't be and what have you. I'm going to tell you what I strive for. Yeah? Whether I'm assisting someone with their blood pressure issue or I'm looking about mine. I tell you what I strive for. 120. There are talks that 130 is good and all of these things. Hey, if one is comfortable with that number, fine. But I'll tell you what I strive for, and the folks that I assist with their health, what I strive for. 120. 120. They said over 9, is it 95 or 96 or something like that? No. I can tell again what I strive for, and what the folks that I assist with their health, 70. Their talk about 80 is good. Again, if you want to hug that up, good for you. Up to you. I'm telling you what I strive for. Right? 120 over 70. That's it. That's it. Yeah? Now, she mentioned her pulse, her heart rate. All right. She mentioned 110. I remember that clearly. Way too high. Too high. That has to come down into the 60s or early 70s. Not 110. You see? Now, there are a number of ways to do that, obviously, and incidentally, the A1C read of 130 something is definitely out. Unless you just had a big meal of stuff that is going to become like carbs and that is going to become sugar or sugary stuff, and you sit down and eat a basket of mango. I'm kind of guilty of that. Yeah. Then I can understand that it would be up there, but then it's not supposed to stay there for more than probably about an hour and a half, tops 2. That's it. It's supposed to come back down the 130 something, supposed to come down to, again, in the 70s, 80s, all right? You finish eating something and go to 120, 125, 130, all right. But it should come back down within a timely manner to say, all right, everything is working smoothly. Yeah? Everything is working smoothly. So those are the numbers that make sense. Again, what I strive for and what I when I'm assisting folks with their health, what I require, and a lot of times that I demand, you know. And there are ways, I was saying, there are ways in which to really, wow, look at the time, boy. There are ways in which to fix these issues, you know. Remember, there are ways in which to fix these issues, not control them, but fix them. You see? Not trying to put a band-aid over it, but to reverse them because they're reversible. All of these things, all of them, the cholesterol, the blood pressure, the diabetes, they're all reversible. I give you a quick story. Wow. 5:43, 17 minutes before the hour of 6. I was running and pushing myself some kind of way, no sleep, doing all different kind of things and so on, and I'm checking my pressure. And I'm getting some crazy read, but then I knew what was causing it. You're not sleeping. I wasn't sleeping. Not that I can't sleep. Get into the bed, hell to get me out. But it's to get into the bed, that's the problem. You know. And that continued for a couple of months until one Saturday I felt as if, no, I really shouldn't be going to work today. I'm really too tired and I really am not feeling up to it. So, but still, I push it and say at some point I'm going to get a hour or so rest and then I should be okay during the day and so on. You know, long story short, I got the chance to sleep. I got the chance to sleep for that 1 hour. As I said, I was going to sleep for 1 hour. And it was a Saturday afternoon, which I decided to get there. I went to sleep at 4:30. 4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. I woke up the following morning, 8:30. Straight through. 4:30, 8:30, I woke up. I took my pressure, and it was the same read that I mentioned. As a matter of fact, it was a little lower than what I mentioned because about 119/68 or something, and the pulse was like 70 something. Now, I said that to say this. With the numbers I was having, yeah, if I had gone to the doctor, they'd slap me on medication. Then such a big hurt to slap you on medication and ask you any question like, your diet all right? Yeah? Or you getting enough rest? Huh? How's your bowel movement? You know, is something bothering you? You know, none of these questions. I just slap you on some medication right after about drugs. As if it's candies, you know. One has to be careful. No, I'm not saying that a person should have reads like that and just simply ignore it. No. That could be catastrophic. But you must know what is caused. Look, no one knows your body more than you. No one. You go to the doctor. If you walked in and you sat down in a chair, or slump in a chair and start looking at him, they would think you're a mad person. And when him say, so why are you here? You say, you tell me. Yeah, just say that. Just sit on the chair and him say, so and so, why are you here? Doctor, that's what I'm here for you to tell me, you know. Why am I here? He's going to think you're crazy. So therefore, you have to get into, well, doc, feeling this ache here or a pain here or I'm having a symptom there and a symptom there and so on. Then he or she will start to go down the street as to exactly how to fix this or fix that and so on. Yeah? That's it. You know? But then you know what you're feeling and you must know what you did wrong. Must know. A gentleman passed on last week, this past Saturday. Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. It was Saturday. Saturday or Friday. Either Friday or Saturday, one of the two. And I'm saying that he must have known he had a massive heart attack after well, a stroke, a massive stroke, or heart attack, one of the two. I'm saying, but these things just don't jump out of the blue and drop in your lap. No, it tells you, our body speak to us, that we don't listen. It tells you, slow down, stop, take it easy, the body will go as far as to tell you, you need a little bit more of that in your system, I need a little bit more of this. And it actually tell you, if you listen carefully, it will tell you exactly what it wants. It will tell you. We don't have stupid bodies. We're made by the Most High. Yeah. Designed, nobody can design it better than the big man. I'm not talking about the Son, talking about the Father. The one I pray to. Not the Son, the old man. My old man too. You understand? Our bodies talk to us, we just need to listen, but we don't listen when something bad happens. We say, boy, imagine that just simply like that. No. You saw it coming. Your body was telling you. You choose not to listen. Anyway, listen, as I mentioned, I have a very, very packed program. I want to, the Windrush thing. I know that I'm going to touch base on that again tomorrow. Guys, we'll have Immigration Trade and Law, Mr. Winston Tucker joining us, and we'll be talking about the Windrush. I hope we will be. But the Windrush saga that's taking place in England is something that we all should pay attention to for a couple of reasons. One, that's our family over there too. That's one. Secondly, a lot of things that happens here in the United States, it happened in England first. I mentioned this past Thursday that what is happening in England is a form of xenophobia, and I think it is. I cannot think of, it's a form of, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, listen, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and think, so don't go anywhere.
Healthy Living Health Food Store, located at 3956 White Plains Road in the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets, where you can purchase all your vitamins and other supplements, your vegan standard breakfast, lunch, and dinner Mondays to Saturdays. Get rid of diabetes with the Diabetes Be Gone, high blood pressure with the High Blood Pressure Resolve, high cholesterol with the Cholesterol Cleanse. Fellows, all your prostate and bedroom problems with the Rooster Fixer, frequent and weak urination, the after dribble, erectile dysfunction, and premature ejaculation. And ladies, all the female health issues, get rid of them. Bring to our attention any other health concern you may have, because we do consultations Mondays to Saturdays from 12 noon to 7 p.m. Call to make an appointment. We also do mail order. The address is 3956 White Plains Road in the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets, or call 718-798-0773. Again, 718-798-0773.
And remember, while there at Healthy Living, you can choose from a wide assortment of vegetable patties, your ackee, your collard, your kale, your lentil, your soy, your veggie beef, veggie fish, veggie chicken, and so on. All of that you can purchase right there at Healthy Living Health Food Store. And don't forget also the alkaline water. Again, right there at Healthy Living Health Food Store. 3956 White Plains Road, the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets. Telephone number 718-798-0773. Again, 718-798-0773. Healthy Living is where health lives. Okay, listen, if you're having problems with student loans, medical bills, bankruptcies, late payments, collection accounts, tax liens, then you must give Mrs. Tracy Ann Bagaloo a call. She's one of the representatives at Financial Education Services. And Mrs. Bagaloo's number is 954 954-639-2404. Again, 954-639-2404. And if you want a better experience visiting the dentist, you must visit mine. His name is Dr. Roy Street. A professional he is. And I tell you, I've said this a million times. There's absolutely no way another dentist could do any work for me. No. Because I've been going to him for a number of years, and I'm yet to feel any form of discomfort. I didn't say pain, I said discomfort. You see? Dr. Roy Street. And he is located at 739 East 230th Street between Barnes and White Plains Road. Again, 739 East 230th Street between Barnes and White Plains Road. Or give him a call at 718-652-3978. Again, 718-652-3978. I remember talking to this person a few months ago, and he came up to talk about dentists, and I said, I'm the best dentist in the world. He said, oh, really? Huh? I said, yeah, I'm the best dentist in the world. And the person said to me, well, the only way you could have the best dentist in the world is if your dentist is Dr. Roy Street. I gave him a high five. Yeah, man, for real, I gave him a high five. Yeah, man, Dr. Roy Street. 739 East 230th Street between Barnes and White Plains Road. Or give him a call at 718-652-3978. Remember the name, Dr. Roy Street.
The award-winning Palace Peace and Love Academic Scholarship is appealing for your support to help educate one student at a time in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Palace awarded 492 scholarships and several computers to university and high school students in Jamaica and the Caribbean over the past 7 years, valued at approximately 33 million Jamaican dollars, $250,000 US.
Importantly, our university graduates to date include 15 medical doctors, 10 lawyers, 6 engineers, and 15 fine arts students. Our goal is to award at least 105 scholarships in 2018.
Please partner with us to make this a reality for those well-deserving, hard-working students by making a tax-deductible donation online at www.palaceone.org
or send a check to Palace, P.O. Box 5461, Alpharetta, Georgia 30023 USA, or telephone 770-744-2154.
Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
Start your morning with our delicious breakfast. The ackee and saltfish, the salt mackerel, the cook-up saltfish, the callaloo, the corned beef, the kidney and the liver. How about the saltfish and the okra? All served with boiled dumplings, yam, banana, or fried dumplings. All served with white rice, rice and peas, and steamed vegetable. Eat no stop this up. Try our most talked about porridge a morning time. The blend of oats porridge, the peanut porridge, the cornmeal porridge. Mamma mia! For soup lovers, on Fridays and Saturdays, go take soup. Don't forget to try our daily chicken foot soup for lunch and dinner. Chef Ito is always a winner. The jerk chicken, the brown stew chicken, curry chicken, baked chicken, fried chicken for the fish lovers. The fried fish, the brown stew fish, escovitch fish, shrimp lovers. Visit Chef Ito on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Lovers of stewpies, visit Chef Ito on Thursdays and Saturdays. Come and visit us on Fridays for tripe and beans and sweet and sour chicken. Call us at 718-994-6532. 718-994-6532. Don't forget, we cater for all occasions. Chef Ito Restaurant, 4759B, White Plains Road. Call us at 718-994-6532. That's 718-994-6532.
Marcus Hilton, Certified Public Accountants, located at 4226A White Plains Road at 234th Street in the Bronx, have been serving the public for over 30 years in the areas of income tax return preparation and all other income tax services, including payroll services, accounting services, and individual tax ID number preparation. If you do not have a Social Security number and would like to file your tax return, Marcus Hilton, Certified Public Accountant, is one of the few tax services registered with the IRS to assist with a tax ID number. They are experts in the tax laws, so they will find what other tax preparers miss, maximizing your dollar return. For the self-employed or corporate people, they are also experts in those areas. Marcus Hilton, Certified Public Accountant, is located again at 4226A White Plains Road at 234th Street in the Bronx. Their telephone number is 718-554-0640. Again, that's 718-554-0640.
And wanted to talk to you a little bit about immigration training law. Mr. Winston talk about when we return from the break. I'm going to do that. We're approaching the break on Unity Radio 96.1 FM, Mellow Radio 92.5 FM. But I'm going to remain, of course, live on Facebook, also on YouTube, on Foundation Radio Network, Ruler Brown Network, Arizona Radio, and the 25th Century Radio. Will remain live on those networks, okay? So when they return, I'm going to continue, because there are quite a few things I want to do and say. But if I should continue without the FM side, they're going to lose quite a bit of information. So I'm going to wait until the break is up on the FM side, and then we are continue with the information. All right? Again, the Tony Ryan Showcase. So happy to have you. Okay.
All alone, remembering times when we laughed and cried and used to be in love. Now it's gone. I'm alone. Reaching out to touch you again, like I used to do when you lay by my side. Every night was so right, and dreams are a game that end in the morning light. One broken heart can last forever and ever, and fools are alone, 'cause they never realize that one broken heart can last forever and ever. Empty rooms and quiet nights just don't seem the same without you by my side. Nothing's right without you. All that's left are old memories and leftover dreams that we once shared before. Yesterdays are for fools, and dreams are a game that end in the morning light. But one broken heart can last forever and ever, and fools are alone, 'cause they never realize that one broken heart can last forever and ever. know, it's been such a long time since we've been together, and it still seems like all I do is remember the good times we shared. I never thought we'd end up like this, not you and I guess we tried, but we just couldn't make it together. And I hope you're very happy now, because now I realize how very much I need you. And now I know that I was really the fool. And dreams are a game that ends in the morning light. But one broken heart can last forever and ever. And fools are alone, 'cause they never realize that one broken heart can last forever and ever.
Hi, this is Beverly Kelso, one of the original Wailers. I listen to the Tony Ryan Show, and I love it. On love. Hi, this is Beverly Kelso, one of the original Wailers. I listen to the Tony Ryan Show, and I love it. On love.
And when was it? I think it was Monday that I started giving a rundown as to what you consume and when you consume what you get from it. I've presented this quite a few times over the years, and I think it's about time that I do it again. So I started it on Monday, and there's just too much for me to present. So, before I do that, let me tell you, if you're looking for a very effective immigration attorney, then you need not look any further than Immigration Attorney at Law, Mr. Winston Tucker. He can represent you anywhere within the United States. And as an expert, he will be able to tell you what your best options are. Give Immigration Attorney at Law, Mr. Winston Tucker, a call at 718-276-8767. Again, 718-276-8767. Now, when you call, if you're unable to speak with him directly, you may send him a text. Use the same number, 718-276-8767. And when you speak with him, mention the Tone Ryan Show case, and you will receive an incentive for doing so. And that also goes to the accounting firm of Marcus Hilton, Mrs. Tracy Ann Bagaloo, representing Financial Education Services, Chef to the Restaurant, and my dentist, Dr. Roy Street. Okay. So we covered quite a bit of it, foods and their benefits, yeah. And I'm trying to remember where we were up to. It could have been peaches. Okay, let's start from peaches. All right. And we covered quite a bit. Come to think of it, looking at this here, yeah, peaches. Or was it olive oil? Was it mushroom? Was it mangoes? No, I did mangoes. Okay. Let's go from mushrooms. For those who weren't listening, let's go from mushrooms. When you consume mushrooms, and I'm not talking about now boil it until it becomes putty or mush. I'm talking about as raw as possible. As raw as possible. Controls when you control it, you control blood pressure, lowers cholesterol, kills bacteria, combats cancer, strengthens the bone, and that's mushroom. In fact, there are some mushrooms that whenever I'm asked to assist a person who is as a health concern of cancer, there are certain mushrooms that I use and take into play immediately. Right? Now, oats lowers cholesterol, combats cancer, and as I mentioned the other day, the amount of these things that we consume, and it combats cancer, prevent and combat or reverse. Really, why is it that we have so many cases of cancer? I don't know. Aren't people listening? Aren't paying attention? Oats lowers cholesterol, combats cancers, battles diabetes, prevents constipation, smooths the skin. Olive oil protects your heart, promotes weight loss, combats cancer, battles diabetes, smooths the skin. Onions reduce the risk of heart attack, combats cancers, kills bacteria, lowers cholesterol, fights fungus. So it would make sense for a person to consume some onion, that's straight. Oranges supports the immune system, combats cancer, protects your heart, straightens respiration. That's oranges. Peaches prevents constipation, combats cancer, helps stop strokes, aids digestion, helps hemorrhoids. Peanuts protect against heart disease, promote weight loss, combat prostate cancer, lowers cholesterol. Now, and of course, there's a red flag they're saying, and I'll tell you about the red flag in a moment. Protects against heart disease, promotes weight loss, combats cancer. Now, lowers cholesterol. Now, when you're talking about the peanut, for instance, it is not one that you bake the holy hell out of it and then douse it with salt, No. We're talking about raw peanut. Remember, talking about raw peanut, not the one that you just bake and just put on the salt on it and the thing say, no. In fact, that's counterproductive. Yeah? Now, the peanut, it is said here that it aggravates diverticulitis. That is a pocket now in the large intestine where the peanut lodge and give you a lot of problem. I was talking to someone earlier in Jamaica, and the person got hit badly a couple of years back with diverticulitis, to the point where it ruptured, and they didn't think that they were going to make it, But as the person said, where the creator says not my time, says that's not my time, simply put. Again, the jury's out on this one here about aggravates diverticulitis. Yeah, it's just some pockets that is built up inside the large intestines when people are not regular, and when stool can go in the pocket, and wow, nasty feeling, and that's a hell of a lot that doctors can really do about it, unless as they're going to go do a procedure of removing a piece or that part of the intestine, like what happened to this person, because it ruptured naturally. Once I heard, I said, whoops, we're talking about septic now, but it becomes septic. Say, yeah, but it was septic. That's why they thought I would have made it, which leads me again to the place where I talk about keeping the colon healthy, clean, a bowel movement after all major meals. Very important. Very important. Don't keep it inside the system. All different kind of crazy things can happen. It can contribute to a lot of crazy stuff. Pineapple strengthens the bone, relieves colds, aids digestion, dissolves warts, blocks diarrhea. Pineapple. Strengthens the bone, relieves colds, aids digestion, dissolves warts, blocks diarrhea. Remember, it is quite acidic. So when you're consuming pineapple, remember, there's a lot more that these things do to, a lot more, apart from what I'm mentioning here. But remember, you want balance, so therefore try and get something alkaline in there. Prunes slows aging process, prevents constipation, boosts the memory, lowers cholesterol, protects against heart disease. Prunes. Rice. And again, we're not talking about the bleach out white rice. No. Talking about other kind of rice, like the wild rice, the red rice, the brown rice, and so on, not the white one. Protects your heart, battles diabetes, conquer kidney stones, combats cancer, helps stop stroke. Rice. Strawberries. Oh Lord, that's remember I need to buy some. Strawberries combats cancer, protects your heart, boosts the memory, calms stress. This past Sunday I saw a gentleman sitting in a vehicle with a container of strawberries, and that man was having a fine time, was feeling no pain consuming the whole container of strawberries. And I said to him, wow, fast food. And he said, no speaking English, no speaking English. I'm so sorry I was unable to engage him a little bit, you know. Fast food, that's fast food, you know. Yeah, man, that's the real fast food. The other one, you just run past it fast, like, or drive past it fast. You know, the other one, them. The one remember the big, them M and the rest of them, you know. But if you're talking about the real fast food now, like some mango and some orange and you know, some strawberries and so forth. No, that's fast food. So, sweet potatoes saves your eyesight. Saves your eyesight. Lifts mood, combats cancer, strengthens the bone. Tomatoes protect the prostate, combats cancer, lowers cholesterol, protect your heart. Now, listen. Very, 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 very important. Very important. And of course, the argument is about the seeds of the because it can, they say it can contribute to diverticulitis. Again, the jury is out on that. But I tell fellas, try and consume a tomato every day. And an avocado too. Ladies too, ladies, not those fellas, but ladies. Because anything that helps the prostate helps the uterus and the female reproductive system also. So, right? And good for especially ladies at a particular age, a certain age, you know, because it helps to, because of the lycopene in there with the hair growth and the nail and so on out of you. Balance the hormone a little. Alright? So then now, walnuts lowers cholesterol, combats cancer, boost the memory, lift your mood, protects against heart disease. Water promotes weight loss, combats cancer, conquers kidney stone, smooths skin. Watermelon protect prostate, of course, again because of the lycopene. Protects the prostate, ladies, good for you too. Promotes weight loss, lowers cholesterol, helps stop stroke, controls blood pressure. Wheat germ combats colon cancer. Wheat germ combats colon cancer. 6:25 the time, 25 minutes after the whole 6. Listen, I really need to present this thing here on the Windrush, you know, because tomorrow we want to talk about it with Immigration Lieutenant Law, Mr. Winston Tuck, and want to have an idea what way they were coming from. Anyway, wheat germ combats colon cancer, prevents constipation, lowers cholesterol, helps stop stroke, improve digestion. And again, remember, all these things that I'm talking about, they have other benefits, but just going on some of them. Wheat bran, again, combats colon cancer, prevents constipation, lowers cholesterol, helps stop stroke, improve digestion. Wheat bran. Final one. Yogurt guards against ulcers, strengthens the bone, lowers cholesterol, support the immune system, aids digestion. Now, in this yogurt business now, let me just say something real fast. I am not recommending the ones from dairy. Let me just get that crystal clear out there. I'm referring now to the non-dairy yogurt. Okay? If you want to go and you go get the dairy one, that's totally up to you, because the truth of the matter is, dairy is mucus. Nobody should be trying to put mucus in them system. It should be removing mucus from the system, cleaning your system, not putting it in your system. You get me? Alright? Now, time is now 6:26. Whoa. Whoa. Time running, man. Time running badly, too. Gonna play one song and put something together. We're going to talk about the Windrush situations taking place in England. Yeah?
may be just a foolish dreamer, but I don't care, 'cause I know my happiness is waiting out there somewhere. I'm searching for that silver lining, horizons that I've never seen. Oh, I'd like to take just a moment and dream my dream. Oh, dream my dream. Whoa.
Hi, this is Beverly Kelso, one of the original Wailers. I listen to the Tony Ryan Show, and I love it. On love.
Healthy Living Health Food Store, located at 3956 White Plains Road in the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets, where you can purchase all your vitamins and other supplements. Your vegan standard breakfast, lunch, and dinner Mondays to Saturdays. Get rid of diabetes with the Diabetes Be Gone, high blood pressure with the High Blood Pressure Resolve, high cholesterol with the Cholesterol Cleanse. Fellows, all your prostate and bedroom problems with the Rooster Fixer, frequent and weak urination, the after dribble, erectile dysfunction, and premature ejaculation. And ladies, all the female health issues, get rid of them. Bring to our attention any other health concern you may have, because we do consultations Mondays to Saturdays from 12 noon to 7 p.m. Call to make an appointment. We also do mail order. The address is 3956 White Plains Road in the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets, or call 718-798-0773. Again, 718-798-0773.
And remember, while there at Healthy Living, you can choose from a wide assortment of vegetable patties. Your ackee, collie, your kale, your soy, your veggie beef, veggie fish, veggie chicken, and so many more. Okay? Also, your vegan standard pastry. Yeah. Your cookies, your buns, your cakes, and all of these you can purchase right there at Healthy Living Health Food Store. Not to mention your alkaline water and so on. All of that at Healthy Living Health Food Store. 3956 White Plains Road, the Bronx, between 224th and 225th Streets. Remember, our telephone number is 718-798-0773. Again, 718-798-0773. Healthy Living is where health lives.
Marcus Hilton, Certified Public Accountants, located at 4226A White Plains Road at 234th Street in the Bronx, have been serving the public for over 30 years in the areas of income tax return preparation and all other income tax services, including payroll services, accounting services, and individual tax ID number preparation. If you do not have a Social Security number and would like to file your tax return, Marcus Hilton, Certified Public Accountant, is one of the few tax services registered with the IRS to assist with a tax ID number. They are experts in the tax laws, so they will find what other tax preparers miss, maximizing your dollar return. For the self-employed or corporate people, they are also experts in those areas. Marcus Hilton, Certified Public Accountant, is located again at 4226A White Plains Road at 234th Street in the Bronx. Their telephone number is 718-554-0000. 0640. Again, that's 718-554.
The award-winning Palace Peace and Love Academic Scholarship is appealing for your support to help educate one student at a time in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Palace awarded 492 scholarships and several computers to university and high school students in Jamaica and the Caribbean over the past 7 years, valued at approximately 33 million Jamaican dollars, $250,000 US.
Importantly, our university graduates to date include 15 medical doctors, 10 lawyers, 6 engineers, and 15 fine art students. Our goal is to award at least 105 scholarships in 2018.
Please partner with us to make this a reality for those well-deserving, hard-working students by making a tax-deductible donation online at www.palace1.org
or send a check to Palace, P.O. Box 5461, Alpharetta, Georgia 30023 USA, or telephone 770-744-2154.
Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
Start your morning with our delicious breakfast. The ackee and saltfish, the salt mackerel, the cook-up saltfish, the callaloo, the corned beef, the kidney and the liver. How about the saltfish and the okra? All served with boiled dumplings, yam, banana, or fried dumplings. All served with white rice, rice and peas, and steamed vegetable. Eat now, stop this up. Try our most talked about porridge a morning time. The blend of oats porridge, the peanut porridge, the cornmeal porridge. Mamma mia! For soup lovers, on Fridays and Saturdays, go take soup. Don't forget to try our daily chicken foot soup. For lunch and dinner, Chef It Too is always a winner. The jerk chicken, the brown stew chicken, curry chicken, baked chicken, fried chicken. For the fish lovers, the fried fish, the brown stew fish, escovitch fish, shrimp lovers. Visit Chef It Too on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Lovers of stew peas, visit Chef It Too on Thursdays and Saturdays. Come and visit us on Fridays for tripe and beans and sweet and sour chicken. Call us at 718-994-6532. 718-994-6532. Don't forget, we cater for all occasions. Chef It Too Restaurant, 4759B, White Plains Road. Call us at 718-994-6532. That's 718-994-6532.
Yes, indeed. And taking a moment to say pleasant good evening to Scorcher. My brother, how you doing? Wonderful, wonderful. Of course, Scorcher, Arizona Radio, Georgia. Give thanks for joining us, my brother. Joining yours truly. You know, really appreciate the company, man. Now, listen, talking about a lot of talk being going on about the Windrush situation, the saga, the disgrace, you know, what have you. You need the negative adjective, and it can, you know, you can attach it to what is taking place in England regarding a set of people that were Caribbean folks who were lured really into England to fight a war for them, and mainly lost their lives, and now a lot of them are being kicked out of England. You know, take a listen to this. I can't finish presenting this afternoon. It's totally impossible. 6:36 the time, 24 minutes before the hour, and this is 59 minutes. I'm going to present us what I can of it, and to get an idea of what we're talking about, and we can have a discussion in this. I really would love a discussion in this, seriously. You know, we'll continue tomorrow, hopefully before Immigration and Internal Law, Mr. Winston Tucker gets here, so we can go into it, because I have a lot of questions, because this borders on immigration, of course, and also xenophobia. You know, personally speaking, that's my feeling on it.
Thursday, BBC 4 brings you Windrush.
The Union Jack held high as the British team captain goes on that lap of honour.
This is right. Good turn.
And they are presenting sports and how the Caribbean community contributed to them in terms of sports. Yeah? That part here, yes.
A Britain without these faces would today be hard to imagine. Good evening. A father explained in harrowing detail today.
Most of the British public love Trevor McDonald. Trevor, you know, isn't thought of as a black newsreader anymore. Trevor's just the newsreader. And I think that says something about the way we've moved on in this country.
The Britain of 50 years ago was a very different place. In 1948, the nation was still counting the cost of victory in World War II. It was a country about to lose an empire, and it was a country that was almost exclusively white. But Britain was about to face the biggest wave of non-white immigration in its history, a wave that would bring 500,000 people from the West Indies.
We live in islands where there is lovely sunshine and sea and sand and all the rest of it, none of which you can eat.
This is their story, the hopes they brought, the reality they found.
You would see sign put up, rooms for rent, no niggers need apply.
You felt that you were an intruder, and truly, you were a foreigner. You did not belong.
This, too, is the story of Britain and how it was changed.
When we come over here, we brought music, we brought color, we brought dope, you know, we brought life to this goddamn country.
It is the story of those who resisted change.
Just feel, especially in everyday life, you know, as the English population thought, my God, we have a black population that is going to stay.
Immigration! No! Repatriation! Yes!
And it's the story of those who fought for change.
It's like a powder keg. You can suppress people for so long, but one day it just bang.
By the end of the story, Britain has been transformed, not least by those early immigrants and by their children.
The nature of English identity now can accommodate black people. The black population has become a British population.
How do I feel now whether I'm black or British? I think I'm a bit of both, really. I'm black and I'm definitely British, you know. That's what I am.
Our story begins exactly 50 years ago with the historic voyage of 500 West Indians on the Empire Windrush. June 21st, 1948. Although the Windrush had come 5,000 miles to Britain, to most on board it seemed like a homecoming. Back in the colonial Caribbean they had left, everyone was steeped in a way of life that was entirely British.
Britain was everything. In my school, which was a Church of England school, I'm not talking about college, I'm talking about school, we sang things like the Eton Boat Song. I know it's strange. But everything that they did in England, we more or less did in our school. It was a kind of anglicized Jamaican upbringing.
We were brought up that we are British, and we were brought up that England is your mother country, and we were brought up to respect the royal family. So no way any of us would ever dare to go and speak anything against the royal family.
The king was our king. The flag was our flag. How more British could we get? And we lived it.
II broke out in 1939, it seemed entirely natural that 10,000 West Indians would volunteer for the war effort. This squadron, Jamaica Squadron, was named after the island that paid for the planes. But it was in manpower rather than money that the Caribbean made its biggest contribution.
I was still in college at the time, and I remember these white men came from England, and they took these, what we call trucks, you know, open trucks, and they went to all the country parts, the little nooks and crannies, and they begged people to come and fight for your motherland, come and fight for England, because we need you.
When the appeal was made, I remember going to the then Labour office in Kingston, and there were literally thousands of fellows there, eager to come to Britain to do something in the war effort. And I joined the very first wave.
We were just young lads in the primeval youth who the bell rings and we answer the bell for help towards the war effort, and we volunteered. We weren't forced or pushed or coerced. Everybody was doing it as young lads in those days.
I went to England in 1940 to join the Royal Air Force. Why? Well, you know, Jamaica was a colony then, and I suppose all loyal colonials, young men anyway, would feel you had a duty. Plus, I had a copy of Mein Kampf and was browsing through it. I came across a passage where Hitler described black people and Jews as semi-developed, anthropoidal, that sort of thing. Very derogatory terms. And as a young man, he said, to hell with you. If that's the way you think, I'm going to fight this war. I'm going to join the Air Force and I'm going to shoot your tail off and come back home.
And now I'm going to ask Flying Officer Ulrich Cross to speak for West Indians in the services. Ulrich is a navigator in one of our own bomber squadrons.
Well, it's a job to know where to start. There are so many of us doing so many different things. In the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, in Air Sea Rescue and the Marines. In the Wrens, the ATS, the WAF, and the nursing services. Together with others from the British Commonwealth of Nations, with men and women from the rest of the United Nations, West Indians are fighting for the new world that we all want to see.
Thank you, Ulrich, and happy landing.
There were very few black people in England. One has to remember that. And I know walking through any small town or village in England, school children would stop you to ask you the time, and you know they just wanted to hear you speak.
People were happy that we were here. They showed their happiness. We were made welcome.
Every one of these people gathered together in this studio is a West Indian. Today, West Indians have common citizenship and common cause with us, and they have come over to help us.
In the crew with which I served, there are 10 of us whose lives depended on each other in case trouble ever came up. So, you know, I couldn't afford to make an enemy of you or you of me while we were in the same crew. So from that point of view, we more or less existed together as a sort of family, you know. As far as we were concerned, everything and everyone was equal in this country.
West Indians and Britons not only lived together, they also died together.
Of the 250 of us who came from Trinidad alone, 52 were killed. One of them was in class with me at school, but we ended up on the same squadron. We were doing low-level daylights at the time. And he was killed on the 7th operation. I was very lucky, and he was killed on the 7th, and I went on to do 80. It was sheer luck.
We lost some good men. We lost some very good friends out there who went out. You know, I saw Ashman run right into a hill and blow up in a Spitfire. There was Tucker from Tucker's Avenue, one of the very first ones to join. There was Bunting from Biggin Hill, Battle of Britain. And we did our bit. We fought as men.
The young servicemen also played hard. West Indians became especially popular as musicians and singers. Noel Brown entertained British troops during the war.
We were on stage in Bulford Camp in Salisbury when the news came, and we were singing, and at the end of the song, a fellow beckoned from the side, the curtains, that he had a note for me to read, and in fact I was the person who announced that the war had ended, to a hall full of troops, and I don't have to tell you what the reaction was. The roof almost went up in the air and came back down.
But with Hitler defeated, British attitudes to the West Indians changed abruptly.
I was on a bus, and there were two service people in front of me, one a woman. And she was saying, is it about time they went back to their homes? And it was the first time it hit me that, you know, that people were putting up with us. That they didn't really want us, but we were unnecessary evil, sort of thing.
After the war, most West Indians returned to the Caribbean, but some re-enlisted for further military service. In 1947, 250 young RAF men went home on leave to the Caribbean, planning to return to England after a few weeks. Few realized the historic impact their example would have. One of the returning servicemen was Airman Houghton Christian.
I was supposed to be there for 2 months. They couldn't find me a ship to come back, so I stayed 6 months. So this Empire Windrush, I was told it was a captured German trooper. They sent it to Jamaica to collect all the West Indians who were on leave then, to take us back.
The Empire Windrush had been diverted from its normal route between Britain and Mexico. It had room for almost 1,000 passengers. The ship's owners wanted to fill up the remaining spaces, so they offered a special one-way fare of £28, 10 shillings. There was no shortage of takers.
There was an ad in the Gleaner, which is a national paper, to say that there is a troop ship going back to England with about 300 passage berth on for £28.10. I arrived shortly at the office of the agent, and I was shocked. There was a great queue.
It didn't take me very long to make my mind up. Most Jamaicans who have, at that time, had anything, you know, they had traveled. They didn't make it at home because very few people would work and get well off.
Economic conditions in the Caribbean were harsh. The sugar fields had always been the region's main employer, but a hurricane in 1944 had laid waste the island's crops. It was not the first time this had happened, but in the past, men had been able to find seasonal work in America. Now, new immigration laws had closed the doors to the United States. The men who returned after the war found their prospects were bleak. Former airman Sam King was one of them.
When I went back to Jamaica, it was shocking. Men who had been home guards, men who were working in the American factories and the farm, men who were on the Panama Canal, and all of us, I would say 30,000 men were thrown back without any planning. And I decided that my children would not grow up in a colony. So I came back on the SS Empire Windrush.
The main stimulus was that advance guard that had volunteered to come in the war. because those were young people, very, aspiring, very bright young men, especially joining up to fight for Britain. They'd had an experience of travel, they had an experience of Europe and Britain, they'd seen somewhere else. They went home out of natural piety, and when they got home, they thought, life is too slow here, it doesn't offer me the opportunities.
Well, I came to England in the Air Force when I was 16, and I returned to Jamaica in 46. And being Jamaica is such a small island, after living in the country for 2 years, with the size it is, you go back and everything looks small. And it was a pleasure to get out and go somewhere that's big again.
It was from this harbour in Kingston, Jamaica, that the Empire Windrush set sail on its pioneering voyage. It was the 24th of May, 1948.
All jolly, joyful. People there laughing, joking, and a lot weeping. Their loved ones leaving, something they would never see them again.
For some, it was a voyage into uncertainty. But the overwhelming mood was one of hope and excitement, especially for the ship's youngest passenger, Vince Reed.
Well, I was 13 when my parents brought me. For me, it was a kind of massive adventure. I mean, I'd never been outside of Kingston, let alone, this massive journey to England. So there's a kind of general excitement and optimism.
The ship's assistant cook was Arthur Coates. This was to be his final journey on the Windrush.
I'd done about 4 trips in the Windrush, different places, India and that. And then the last trip we was told was going to the West Indies to pick up immigrants. The first morning they're all up for breakfast. So I went round to where they were serving the breakfast to them through their mess hall. Right? And to say the sight of some of them, their eyes were rolling, they all looked ill, been seasick. They're not used to being at sea, they wasn't. But they soon got over that.
It was a wonderful mood, as a matter of fact. Yeah, York de Souza can remember playing the piano, and you had 1 or 2 guys who would go up and sing and things like that. It was a nice trip. We all got together and we did our thing, and people were quite friendly.
The ship's mood was boisterous. Most of the passengers were young men hoping for adventure.
Offhand, I can't think of any of the person my age on the boat. I think the next youngest person to me must have been about 19. And overwhelmingly adults. Abundant families with largely single men.
Halfway through the journey, we discovered that there was a lady story. We discovered that our plight, and we all contributed our sixpences and our shillings, and we were able to pay our fare of £28, so the dear lady could disembark with all honor and pride restored.
Even as the...
And that's where I'm going to have to leave that for today. Talking about the Windrush, and it is doing the build-up to a clear picture of what or the people from the Caribbean went through, and how they are being repaid for it today. It is a, very unfortunate, very unfortunate. I should add. But again, I'm going to continue this tomorrow, God's willing, when we'll have Immigration Attorney. I'll present it even before he gets on. So once we get into once we get into talking about it, then you know, you'll be right there with it, with the conversation. Yeah, Brother Dean. Yeah, the YouTube. It's, you know, you can also find this on YouTube. You know, definitely. You know, again, thanks to the company. And time is now 6:58. 2 minutes before we get out of here. Let me once again say thank you. Thanks to everyone in the chat room. Thank you for your company. Thank you for being a part of the experience. Those on the different carriers, the Foundation Radio Network, Willa Brown Network, Arizan Radio Network, 21st Century Radio Network, Unity Radio, Arizan Radio, Miller Radio, all of it. Thank you so much for carrying the program. Come right behind yours truly on Miller is the magnetic one, DJ Magnet. All right? Really good program. Really good program. You should take a listen to that. And of course, following yours truly, I think it's going to be Mr. Howard Smith on Unity. But keep it locked right where you have it. You'll be everything is everything. Until this again tomorrow. See you later. Au revoir. Harambe.
We know that it's all over. Still we haven't said goodbye. Pretending life is wonderful. Pretending you and I. Why do we stay together? We can't wait forever. Ever's too late. Only heaven can wait.
never leave while I'm in love, while I still believe the meaning of the word. I'll keep my dreams and just pretend that you and I were never meant to end. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine, and somebody's heart gets broken. Usually it's mine. I don't wanna take the chance of being hurt again, and you and I can't say goodbye. So if we wait and find me gone, hey babe, just carry on. You see, I need my fantasy, yeah, and I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. While I'm in love. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine, and somebody's heart gets broken. Usually it's mine.